You know how every year smartphone companies promise big upgrades? But when you actually use the phone, it kind of feels like the same device with a slightly shinier sticker. Well, Samsung's Galaxy S26 Ultra might actually be one of those rare times where the changes genuinely matter. Especially if you care about cameras, AI, and connectivity in places phones have previously failed. So let's talk about what Samsung is really cooking here. Because from what we're hearing, the S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a much more meaningful upgrade than most people are expecting. First, the camera. Samsung is apparently going back to a camera bump design, not because they want to copy old ideas, but because the main sensor is getting a wider aperture, and physically, they just need more space to make it happen. And honestly, if that means dramatically better photos, I don't think anyone's going to complain about a slightly chunkier camera layout. A wider aperture basically means the sensor can swallow more light. More light equals more detail, more color accuracy, less noise, and better exposure, especially at night. Low light has always been that area where phones pretend to be DSLRs but secretly cry in the corner. If Samsung nails this, nighttime shots on the S26 Ultra could genuinely leap ahead, instead of feeling like another tiny step forward. But that's not the only change. Samsung is also working on better lens coating to reduce flare and ghosting, which means fewer annoying light streaks and less weird glare when you shoot bright scenes or city lights. On top of that, they're tuning skin tone processing again. Samsung's had this slight yellow cast issue for years, and while it has improved recently, this next jump could make human subjects look far more natural and less like someone applied an Instagram filter by mistake. Now the honest question is, are we hitting the point of diminishing returns? Because let's be real, the Galaxy S25 Ultra already takes incredible photos. Sure, some Chinese flagships can zoom further and flex more megapixels, but for most normal use, the S25 Ultra already delivers stunning results. The biggest win here is likely the night improvements. Everything else feels like refinement, but refinement in the right direction. However, this phone isn't just about the camera. Samsung is making a big AI move too. Bixby is finally getting smarter, and not in a "we added a new voice line" kind of way. Reports suggest Samsung is testing an upgraded Bixby experience powered by Perplexity AI, which is interesting because Perplexity has built its whole identity around live, web-powered responses and structured research-style answers instead of typical chatbot rambling. So imagine Bixby not just answering questions, but actually pulling real-time web knowledge, organizing it properly, and being genuinely useful instead of being that voice assistant you never press. And because Bixby is deeply baked into Samsung's system, it could theoretically control settings, apps, and device functions more naturally than Google Gemini, which has to work around manufacturer software. If Samsung gets this right, Bixby could go from the assistant nobody uses to a real advantage. But there's another upgrade that I think might actually be far more impactful than both of those: connectivity. Samsung has quietly revealed the Exynos modem 5410, which is expected to ship with some Galaxy S26 models. And this thing brings something genuinely game-changing: proper satellite communication. Not just emergency texting like we've seen before, we're talking about potential voice calls, location sharing, messaging, and even video calls through satellite. Meaning, if you're in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere, on a road trip, out at sea, or literally anywhere your phone normally turns useless, the S26 might still be able to connect. It supports multiple satellite technologies under the latest 3GPP Release 17 standard, plus stronger security and better power efficiency than the previous modem. This isn't just a spec sheet flex. This is practicality. This is something that can literally matter in real-world emergencies, travel, and remote work. Combine that with the possibility of better battery management, and suddenly the S26 Ultra feels like a much more reliable companion than just another flashy flagship. So when you look at everything together, improved camera capability, smarter AI, stronger satellite connectivity, the S26 Ultra isn't just another yearly refresh. It's Samsung trying to build a smarter phone, a more capable phone, and honestly, a more useful phone in real life, not just on paper. But that's what I think. What about you? Do these upgrades actually feel meaningful, or are we still just polishing a device category that's already pretty close to perfect? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to see what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then,